see how this one unfolds. And the Beavers headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The give from the gun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try it again. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
A strike downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one.
Could be an alley. Picks up the 1st down. Touchdown, Fresno State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Newberry. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him. Wear him.
Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Beavers want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Pocket breaking down. Flips it out in the flat. Could not make his way to the corner. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball.
Finding some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon State. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. The Beavers using their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There he goes.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. So now it's 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Martin will throw it. He's got his man. Quick step and go. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making...
Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Fresno State.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, 1 touch, 1 touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Running inside, it's Hatcher. Breaks into the open. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The run inside. It's Newberry. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Boy, had a chance to make a connection there, but he fired it in there. Maybe needed to take just a hair off of that one.
Hey, these quarterbacks nowadays, Reese, they got that arm arrogance, baby. They're trying to fit everything in there right now, cram it in that box. Sometimes you got to take a few.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Defense in press coverage. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll go right back to him. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Offense has it at the 28 on first down.
Here we go. Ready. Kill.
Wants to adjust the pattern.
674. Take up. But hard.
From the gun, the ground game. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Motion from the wideout. Martin back to pass. Hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Fresno State working from the red zone. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive.
Makes the grab in their space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Newberry. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. The run from the shotgun. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got his man to the left. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down. And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well,
Maybe a crease. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Beavers!
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
They'll go right back to him. He's there to make the stop.
This is a guy that gets stronger and stronger as the game goes on. After that last run, he's already now got 100 yards rushing.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Martin will throw it. Zings it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Snagged out of the air. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Right back to the well. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Martin back to pass. Sweet grab in the end zone for the 2.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 9 team, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. And it's the Longhorns coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Can't hang on across the middle on first down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Murphy. Finds his man. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Nolan. Got a little grass. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Beavers have this offense rolling. Running inside, it's Hatcher. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for space, it's Newberry. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Got a man in the middle. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5. And the Beavers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here.
Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Oregon State! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Beavers using their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Give to the back. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. A defense bringing the heat.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Fresno State will have to punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Beavers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Right back to the well. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell.
Here's a little room there. Powers through. Touchdown, Beavers! They take the lead here in the second half. What a game he's had. Third touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Makes the grab. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Looking to throw on first down. Moving away from pressure. He'll throw it. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Martin will throw it. He makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Got room at the 35. There he goes. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. It's Durant. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. The run inside. It's Hatcher. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. The Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch at the 35. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Makes the grab. It's Freeman. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Might have a chance. Touchdown, Bulldog! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And the extra point is good. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. And now this offense needs a late fourth-quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Beavers come to the line in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Newberry. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. It'll be third and short from their own 33. Escapes the pressure to his right. Quickly to the tight end. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
He'll run it again. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. He goes right back to the air. Finds the big tight end. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll move the tight end. Now from inside the red zone. Escapes the pressure going right. Intercepted to stop the threat. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Great job getting the interception. Maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy. You're finding your blockers. You're out in the open field. Your saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass, it's Murphy. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion.
Go!
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Throws to the tight end. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. This offense has it with really good field position. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They go right back to it. Strong, firm tackle. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us.
886 bouncer.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10.
214 close. Ready, but hard.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough space, and he'll finish the line and the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And he punches it in the end zone, and man, oh man, has this running back been impressive. Just the amounts of licks he's taken, it just kept moving forward. Like, they've made no bones about it, Palmer. They were going to run the football, and they did. They gave it to him over and over again. The defense knew it was coming, and he still performed.
It's incredible. The head coach called him into his office earlier in the week, and he said, look, we are going to force feed you the football. You have to carry this for us on our way to victory. And he was glad to accept that challenge. He did it today, David. He took a beating. He is going to need the ice tub. He's going to need cryotherapy. He's going to need a good stretch, and he needs some sleep. But, man, did he ever deliver for his offense and his team.
Dropping back, it's Murphy. Here comes the heat. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Snap from the gun on third down. Swings it out to the flat. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Nolan. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. The Beavers want to pick up the tempo.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure.
Going for it all. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Just keeps swinging it. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Wide open downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were...
A shot toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. And the Beavers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Going for 6. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down, you've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on third down, man, don't be scared to do that.
They had to have it, and they got it. A touchdown late in this game. On to attempt the try. And it's up and good. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percent.
Turning it on! All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turn.
There's a crease. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one.